Alright, first up on the list going to be the dissipator running the Vortex Spitfire. I got the show it out so I can show y'all. I got the springco spring, intermediate, red and white, and I got the Works adjustable buffer. I got it maxed all the way out to its highest weight. So we finna run some rounds through here and see what this do. And also, as I stated earlier, I'm going to do some freehand shooting to see what these groupings look like at 50 yards doing some freehand shooting. So let's go ahead and see what this springco spring do, along with this Works adjustable buffer. Alright, here we go. First shots with the springco spring and the Works buffer maxed out. Okay, that felt good. That actually feels good. That feels good. I like that. Let's send a few more down here. I like that. They actually take up a lot of that recoil. And it kind of got that brass going at 3 o'clock too. So instead of 2 o'clock, it's kind of going 2:15 right over here. I think I probably should have went with that blue spring. Let me send a few more down range and see how it feels. It feels good though. That feels good. I might just leave it just like that. I think I'm gonna leave it just like that. I'm gonna leave it just like that. I think I like that. It don't got the brass going at 3 o'clock. It's kind of like 2:15ish. It's much better than it was before because the brass was ejecting at 2 o'clock. So now it's kind of going towards 3 o'clock. So that springco spring and that heavier buffer kind of taming that overgasness down a little bit. I think I'm going to send a few more down here. Bolt lock back. I think I'm going to run it just like that. I think I'm running just like that. I may still go ahead and get that bootleg bolt carrier, but I think I'm gonna leave it just like that. I'm gonna run that intermediate spring with that buffer maxed out. I think I'm gonna run it just like that. Now I'm gonna go down there and see what these groupings look like because that was my actual offhand groupings with the Vortex Spitfire. So I'll go down and see what them groupings look like. Then I'll put the curry handle on there and do the same thing and we'll see what we come up with. Alright, so we're going to go down here, take a look. First shots with the springco spring, red and white intermediate with the Works adjustable buffer maxed out. And it feels a little bit more better. I kind of feel like I should have went with that blue spring. I might turn back around next week and order me a blue spring. And I could use that red and white spring for another build. Also, not only was I testing out that spring, not only was I testing out that spring and I was testing out that spring and that buffer. I wanted to see what kind of groupings I shot freehand at 50 yards, and this is what we got right here. Freehand at 50 yards. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually hang up a target and see what the iron sights do. Alright, so we're going to put our first shots downrange with the springco spring, red and white, running the Odin Works adjustable buffer maxed out. And it feels much better. It takes a lot of that sharpness of that overgasiness out of it. I'll probably upgrade to a blue springco spring. But this is the grouping that I shot freehand with the Vortex Spitfire 1X Prism Scope. Now I got the A2 curry handle. Got the rear aperture set, and I'm about to put some downrange with this and see which grouping looks the best, and see if this A2 curry handle on big aperture at 50 yards shooting freehand can kind of match what I'm doing with the 1X optic. So let's go ahead and start. Just a few rounds. I ain't gonna do too many. I don't want to waste all my ammunition because I need to get a good tight zero on the 20-inch, the recce rifle, the advanced recce rifle. Alright, freehand, big aperture. And that's it. I just want to see what kind of groupings I get freehand, offhand. Let me see if I can take a peek at it right quick.
Email address from a .gov of some kind. And they said if your boss will send a note saying that you work there, then we'll give you a discount.
You know what? They look kind of acceptable. They really do. Let me send 3 more down there so I can get a good analysis. Send 3 more down there. Matter of fact, I'm going to send some of the 55 grain down there. I'm sending a few of these 55 grain down there. Because that's probably what I'm going to run in this dissipator, the 55 grain. Alright, so we completed that task. I'm going to go down here and see what these groupings look like. A2 curry handle, big aperture, offhand. I'm going to go ahead and see what these groupings look like. And if they look like they can kind of match what I'm doing with the 1X optic, I'm just going to run a curry handle on here. I'm going to go down there and show you the target and show you what it looked like. But to tell you the honest God's truth, the groupings are about the same, if not better. If not better. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take a look at it. I'm finna go ahead and Loctite this A2 curry handle down on here. I think I made my decision. I'm going to go ahead and run this with the A2 curry handle. But we'll go ahead and see what the target look like. But I'm finna Loctite it down now. I just peeked at it with the binoculars and I like what I see.
Who's videotaping?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm a professional foot model. I'll charge you if you film my feet.
So we going down here, see what we did with the A2 curry handle. Big aperture, free-handed. And I'm telling you, it don't look no worse than the Vortex Spitfire. Like I'm telling you, it actually look a little bit more better. It look a little bit more better than the Vortex Spitfire. So what I'm going to do is with that dissipator, A2 curry handle. I'm going to go ahead and Loctite it down right now. But that's the video right there, man. I had to kind of put myself to a little test. We got free-handed. We got one right here, 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 here. We got a grouping curving that way. I think that's pretty damn good. Big aperture. And it's not even zero. Neither one is zero. So I think I'm gonna run the A2K handle on the dissipator.